Winner moves on. Losers sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wildcard game. It's the one-game American League wildcard playoff between the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of baseball on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, everyone has different opinions about these one-game wild card matchups. Kind of tough that your season comes down to this after such a long season, but it certainly creates a lot of excitement and drama. The pressure's on, so we'll see who handles it better and finds a way to win.
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Toronto Blue Jays.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men with a lot on their shoulders. Our two starters here in this wild card matchup. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. What's important for this lineup as you look to earn a berth into the division series, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
Dave Steve gets the nod here at home for the American League wildcard game. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
So digging in now, Dustin Pedroia, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
First offering on its way. First pitch of the night here is taken for ball one as we are underway in Toronto. (1-0) home to Pedroia. Up around the face. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. The 2-0. 3-0 now. Here it comes on 3-0. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. In there on the inside corner. Don't know that he liked it, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. Might have gone after ball four there as this one's fouled away off to the right. pays off. Ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch or throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Now at the plate, Wade Boggs. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup over the inside corner. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Pedroia on at first, nobody out. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Ted Williams. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1-1.
Runners on first with one down.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. Tulowitzki for 1. On to Smoke. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Nothing in the Red Sox half of the first. The Blue Jays coming to bat on MLB Network. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Giro, tell us about this lineup as they try to survive the wild card game.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Dustin Pedroia. They always say the shortstop's the captain of the defense. Well, not on any team that Dustin Pedroia is playing. This guy's nose is in the dirt for 9 straight innings and seriously turns one of the best double plays I've ever seen.
At the plate, Roberto Alomar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Roberto Alomar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is outside for a ball. The 2-1 home. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Tough slider down low for a strike. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He has an even 10 hits in 38 ABs. He's taken him deep once. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, look at the dive. Got him. And here's another look at that highlight reel play with Show Track. Didn't have a lot of time to react, but he made a beautiful diving stop, and then you see the good hard throw across the diamond to record the out. Nice work. Next to bat for Toronto, Josh Donaldson. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away.
Go, Josh, here we go.
Sale's ready. Here's the first pitch. He'll go after the first pitch here as the fastball's hit foul off to the right. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Sean Green. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Sean Green.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
The 0-1 pitch. Right side and right into the shift. There is Pedroia, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
In now, Joe Carter. As Sale will get the upper hand to start the at-bat here at strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. 1-1 the count to Joe Carter.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
That's a ball.
3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Bases are empty, one man out. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Williams, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo shot for Joe Carter as the Jays get the game's first tally. It's 1-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Kendrys Morales.
Designated hitter.
And he'll take a look at ball one. Lifetime against Chris Sale. Comes in with 15 hits in 48 ABs. He's also hit 3 home runs. Hard on the ground towards short. Backhanded. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7th. First baseman, Justin Smoke.
Here's Justin Smoke now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Pitch on the way. Well hit to right, but foul. Sale has his target. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air to right field. Martinez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Jays off to a good start thanks to the solo shot. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Toronto. Striding in, Xander Bogaerts. Get things going for the Red Sox with Dustin Pedroia to follow. First delivery to him on the way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? And there's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. No balls and 1 strike. And Pedroia behind 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Here's the 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Bogarts, the runner at second with one away. And he fouls this one off. Here it comes on 0-2. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
The 1-2. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And no shot for Green. This is a fair ball heading for the corner. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Stepping in now, Ted Williams, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Runner at second here with one man out. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Full count now, 3-2. Count still full, 3-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that gets him on the mound. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
Now batting, right fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Riding in once again, J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, Blue Jays.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Playing golf today?
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit-by-pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. And a golden opportunity here to give his guys the lead with 3 men aboard.
Give it to him, Toronto. Know how we play in Canada.
1-0 pitch on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. Here's the 3-1. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here, 2-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eddie Matthews. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third, so the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Counts even at 1-1 to Matthews. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And he takes a called strike 2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
The 2-2. Just hung in there on that one.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
The 3-2 pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in to try it again, Eric Karros. Given the situation, he's got an opportunity to break this game wide open. Has a look, now the pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Fastball called for strike 2.
A strike away now from getting out of this mess. Sometimes pitching is all about minimizing, right? So keeping it to 2 runs across in the inning would be huge.
And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Red Sox are out in front 2-1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the shortstop Troy Tulowitzki heads in to start out the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. Williams on the move. And they can't run it down. 1-2. Here it comes. Fly ball right down the line in left. Williams is there. Makes the play. 1 away.
Batting ninth, catcher, Russell Martin.
Stepping in for the Jays, Russell Martin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. The 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Roberto Alomar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Martin, base runner at first with 1 out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate though.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Martinez is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Kevin Pillar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. 2 out with a man at first. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Line drive to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Martin rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score, and the Blue Jays have tied it. It's a 2-2 game.
You got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Donaldson awaiting the 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. We're through 3 north of the border, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Digging in, Sean Green, who's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Right fielder, Sean Green.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. Popped him up. Barnes in foul ground. And this will land foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, this is just one of those grinder at bats right here. He worked the count even to 2-2, and he's made him throw a lot of pitches.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The 0-1 delivery. Line towards center field, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Henry Morales.
Here's Kendrys Morales. Runners off for 2nd. Now a swing and a ground ball, and nobody home. A perfect hit and run knock. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
Here's Justin Smoke now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Dribbled up the line. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Morales on second. Smoke is over at first with one away. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. This pitch is popped up. Karros has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin now. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Nope.
Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. 2-2. Takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Sale sets. Here it comes on 3-2. Fouled off. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the one. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Jays lead it 3-2. Ready for another chance? Sean Green. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Little tapper down the first baseline, but that one rolls foul. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
One and 2 to Sean Green. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Williams is in pursuit. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Joe Carter will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
Come on, Jays.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Martinez has a read on it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
The batter, number 8, designated hitter, Kendry Morales.
Riding in once again, Kendrys Morales. 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Come on, Bluejays, let's go.
A fastball right over the outside corner.
This is going to be an interesting pitch right here. Does he bury something in the dirt? Does he go for the double play and give up the run? Or does he go for the punch out? Let's see what happens.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. 1-2.
Definitely a strikeout situation here with the runner on third, so that's smart. Trying to make him chase that slider out of the zone.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Liner toward right center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And to score is the runner from third. It's 4-2.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Standing in now, Justin Smoke. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Pedroia On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. We're through 6 full. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Red Sox 2. Welcome back to MLB Network. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city. Roberto Osuna comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Leading off for the Red Sox, designated hitter, Eddie Matthews.
Here's the first pitch. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Popped him up. Donaldson in foul ground. And he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. Breaking ball in for a strike. Osuna, pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters. Usually a recipe for a lot of success.
That's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Eddie Matthews becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Striding in for Boston, Eric Karros. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Hit down the third baseline. Donaldson's up with it. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out.
Now batting, catcher, Carlton Fisk.
Stepping into the box, Carlton Fisk. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The victory would belong to Jaime Garcia if current form holds. The 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation. Amazing. They find a way to win the wild card game and advance to the division series. I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, and now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
He was one of the few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
So for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire great crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching the American League Wildcard game.